Hello guys, welcome to Tundra Missionary. This is Zach once again, and I am here for another album review. So, this time I'm doing another Dire Straits album, and it is their most popular album. It is Dire Straits' Brothers in Arms. Sorry about that light there. There you go. That album. So, if you know Dire Straits, this is most likely the album that you know well, because it is their most popular album. So this album has 9 tracks, and it's 55 minutes long, made in 1985. So it is a pretty lengthy album. It's got a good amount of content on it. So I always like a long album. The genre is it's generally rock, but it's also roots rock and a new wave. It does have some they used a lot of technology to make some cool music on this album. So definitely way different from their first album, which I reviewed a little earlier. It is the 8th best-selling album in UK chart history, and there are about 30 million copies sold worldwide. So it is indeed a very popular album. And then there's many different band member changes in this album. Pick Withers no longer does drums. Terry Williams does drums. Alan Clark does piano, and Guy Fletcher does the synthesizer and does sounds and stuff. But Mark Knopfler still is a vocalist, and John Ilsley still does the bass. So that's still pretty cool. They recorded this on a Caribbean island that belongs to the British territory that is called Montserrat. So that's pretty interesting, I thought. Now I'll tell you about the tracks. The first track, So Far Away. It's a very, very good starting track, just like they usually do. It's about 5 minutes long, kind of lengthy. But it's a very kind of cheerful track, even though it's kind of about him being really far away from his girlfriend. But it still kind of sounds kind of happy. So the second song is their big major single from this album, Money for Nothing. I mean, even if you don't know Dire Straits, you still probably heard this song before. It's an awesome song. It's got the best guitar riff, one of the best guitar riffs I've ever heard. They're very good. I love the music on this one. And it's about 8 minutes long. Most of the songs on this album are pretty long, so it's a pretty epic track. Then the third song, Walk of Life, one of the most cheerful songs I've ever heard of. It's very, very happy, very, very upbeat. Just makes you want to dance and move around and stuff. So it's a very fun song. And then it's also one of the big singles. The fourth song, Your Latest Trick. This is when we start getting into more of the middle of the album, and a lot of the middle of the album is much slower than the beginning 3 tracks. But yeah, Your Latest Trick is a much slower song, but it's still pretty good. They use a lot of horns in it, so it's pretty interesting. And then 5, Why Worry? This is another 8-minute long song, and to me it almost sounds like an adult lullaby. It's very slow, something you could probably sleep to or something. So, and then the 6th song, Right Across the River. It's also another kind of slower one, like the two ones before it, but it's a little faster. And it's probably my least favorite song on here, just for the same reason. It just kind of drags on a bit, but it's still not a too bad song. The 7th song, The Man's Too Strong. I really like this song. This could very well be my favorite song on the album, but I do like a lot of them, so that's kind of hard to say. But I do like The Man's Too Strong. It does sound kind of folky, kind of like their older stuff, and it's pretty good. The 8th song, One World, the shortest song of the track. It's just a little under 4 minutes long. And it's very upbeat. It goes kind of relates back to the first 3 tracks. It gets kind of faster, especially since that long, slow period in the middle. And then the 9th song, Brothers in Arms, a very epic song, a very epic finale to the whole album. And it's pretty good. I can't really describe it in words. You have to listen to it yourself. But I mean, yeah, overall a really good album. I mean, I'd probably give it a 9, maybe even 9.5. Very, very, very much like this album. Dire Straits is one of my favorite bands. So, yeah, Dire Straits, Brothers in Arms. Highly recommend you listen to it if you haven't. So yeah, thank you guys very much for watching, and take care. Have a nice day. Bye.